Okay, so good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to this very interesting session about how to fill the college supplement on Common App. Today with us, we have Mr. Mitul Seth from Juniata College. Hi, Mitul. Good to see you.
Hi, Devesh. Good to see you too.
Okay, so in today's webinar, we are going to talk about three things. The first is how to search college on Common App. The second is about what is the information, what all information is present on a college specific page on Common App. And finally, Mithul will talk to us about how to fill the college specific supplement. So for the first two parts, I have a couple of recordings from Miss Teresa Joson from Juniata College. Unfortunately, she could not attend this webinar with us today, but she has very kindly accepted our invitation and has shared the recordings with us. So without any further ado, I would present to you this video on how to search a college on Common App.
And I'm the International Student Recruiter at Hello, everyone. I'm Teresa Joson, and I'm the International Student Recruiter at Juniata College. I'm so glad you guys are here today. I'm so glad you guys are jump-starting on your college search by participating in this web series, How to Fill Your Common App. So today, I'm going to be showing you guys how exactly you perform a college search on the Common App. So I'm going to share my screen here real quick. So I'm going to start off by showing you guys some slides on how exactly the college search works on the Common App. And then after showing you guys the slides, I'm going to go ahead into the Common App and show you step by step on how exactly to do it. So how does the college search work on the Common App? So once you're all logged in and ready to go, you're going to arrive at your dashboard. Typically on the dashboard, if you have colleges already added to your My Colleges list, you'll see that list on the dashboard right here instead of a welcome. So you're at your dashboard. You have 5 different tabs you can choose from, which are your dashboard, My Colleges, Common App, College Search, and Financial Aid Resources. So in order to start on your college search, you're going to click on College Search. And once you click on that, you're going to arrive to another page, but this time with a search bar. So whatever college you're interested in or whatever college you want to apply for, you can type that college into this search bar right here. But be mindful of the college that you are applying for. Some colleges do not use the Common App. Some colleges use a different app software. And then some colleges have actually their own application software that they want you to use. So just kind of be sure that the college that you're looking for is on the Common App. But in this case, Juniata College is affiliated with the Common App. So I decided to search Juniata. And once you start typing in a college name, it'll start filtering your results. So Juniata College came up. You see a plus sign, you see the name, Huntington, Pennsylvania, where it's located. And then you also see 3 dots in a row on the right-hand side. So if you actually focus on the 3 dots right here and you click on the dots, you'll have 3 different options to choose from. So you have a college information link. It'll take you to the admission logistics page for that college on the actual Common App. You also have the college website, which will take you to the college's main webpage. And you also have admissions office, which will take you to the college's admissions webpage. So kind of going back to the main page of the college search, we're going to go back here to the name and the plus sign. So if you know right away that you want to add this college to your My Colleges list, you can go ahead and click on that plus sign. Otherwise, we are going to click on the actual college name, which will take you to the college information page, the admission logistics page on the Common App. So you see here, there's contact information. You'll see at the bottom here, once this goes away, that there are links to go to the college website, to go to the virtual tour link, to register for a virtual tour, and then a college navigator link. And then at the bottom, there are more admission logistics stuff. But for now, we're going to focus on adding colleges to my college list. So go ahead and click on Add to My Colleges. And once you do that, you're going to see a message at the bottom that says Juniata College has been added to your My Colleges list. So once that message comes up, you can go back to the dashboard and see that Juniata College is now on your dashboard. And once you have more colleges in your My Colleges list, you'll be able to see that list on the dashboard. But you see here, Juniata College is right here. This purple pencil means that my application is still in progress. And what's great about the dashboard is that it'll also tell you if the application is complete. And then you can click here to show more. Obviously, I can't click there because this is a slide. But if you want more details on what else you need to complete, you can certainly click on that, and then a list will show and tell you what exactly else you need to fill that Common App for that college. Or, you know, after adding a college and getting that green message, you can instead of clicking the dashboard tab, you can click on the My Colleges tab, and that will take you similarly to the dashboard. It'll take you to a page that'll list all the colleges you plan to apply to, and kind of like if you were to click on the college name right here, the list of application requirements that you still need to turn in will come up, and then also the contact information and all the admission logistics will come up on this side. So it's really plain and simple. I'm going to show you guys right now on how to exactly do this. It's super quick, super easy, just as long as you know which colleges you would like to apply to. So let me just log in real quick. All right, so I'm at my dashboard. I haven't added any colleges to my college list yet. So I'm going to click on the college search tab. I'm going to type in Juniata, and Juniata comes up right away. You'll see the plus sign, you'll see the name and where it's located, and then you'll see the 3 dots right here with the college information page. Click on the college website, or you can click on the admissions office link, which will take you to the same web page, but you can click on visit to kind of view all of the, to view the admissions page on Juniata website. All right, so going back, we're going to click on the actual college name. So in this case, Juniata College. Like I said before, you're going to see contact information and then admission logistics stuff like application deadlines, application fees, test policies, and then a list of required documents you need to submit in order for your application to be complete. But we're going to add Juniata College to my colleges list. Got that green message, so I'm going to go to my dashboard, and you're going to see, or I'm going to see that Juniata College is on my college list, and that my application is still in progress. So what exactly does that mean? I can click on Show More Details, and it'll tell me that I still need to answer some questions on the actual Common App. I need to answer some questions for the college, and that I still need to write my Common App essay. And so, like I said before, you can click on My Dashboard or My Colleges. I'm going to click on My Colleges, and similarly to the dashboard, Juniata College is listed. If I click on the college, it'll tell me all aspects about my application. So green check mark means that it's completed. If there's not a green check mark, that means you still need to fill some stuff out. And then contact information is here, and application logistics stuff is right here. Like I said, it's pretty plain and simple. So if you have any questions at all, I'd be happy to set up a Zoom call with you and kind of navigate you through on how the college search actually works. But otherwise, thank you for joining me on this information session. And hopefully, as you continue on to your college search, hopefully I get to work with you guys soon. All right. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Bye.
So that was the first part of how to search a college on CommonApp. The second part will talk about the college information page. So what all information is present on a college information page and what does that mean? So I'm just going to start that recording in a second.
Hey guys, Teresa here. I'm in this information session. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to apply to different colleges on the Common App, and also kind of elaborate more on what is required of you to complete your applications on the Common App. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And go to dashboard. So once you are in the once you log into the Common App, you'll see the dashboard, and this is pretty much giving you an overview of the colleges that you are applying to and that you will apply to, or that you have already applied to. So here I have Juniata College, and it's telling me that my application is still in progress, and that is indicated by this purple pencil, and it says here in progress. So what exactly do I need to complete that application? All I have to do is click on Show More Details, and it'll tell me exactly what I need to complete my application. So, you know, the status will be here. If something is complete, it'll be shown with a green check mark. And that's pretty much all the main details on this page. It'll also tell you if you need a writing supplement or if you need to write an additional essay. Juniata does not require one, so you don't need to write an additional essay, but all colleges are different, so different colleges might require you to write an additional essay. So I'm going to go ahead and dive deep into the information page for each college. Well, not for each college, but for an example, I'm using Juniata College, but each college does have an information page for you that is super helpful and that you should refer to if you have any questions about admission logistics. So I'm going to go ahead and click on My Colleges and click on Juniata College. Here on the left-hand side, similar to the dashboard, you can see what is completed and what is not. If something is completed, like the dashboard, there will be a green check mark. Otherwise, there will be no check mark. Okay, so on this side, we have all the good, sweet information. So to start things off, we have contact info, and that's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We have a phone number, an email, a physical mailing address, links to college website or a virtual tour, and then also links to our social media pages. And so one thing I do want to point out is this email listed here. So if you have any documents aside from the Common App that you need to submit, like a final high school transcript, or even a school report, you will send those documents to this email listed here. For Juniata, it's applications@juniata.edu, but for other colleges and universities, it's definitely going to be different. So I would keep that in mind to kind of check which email you should send your documents to. After contact info, you have your different application deadlines. For the most part, the application deadlines are pretty similar, but also, again, be mindful of the different deadlines because it could be different depending on the college that you're applying to. So first, we have early decision, which is a binding contract. If you apply early decision, then that means you, once you are admitted, if you are admitted, then you are committing to that school and dropping all other applications that you have out there to other colleges and universities. It's a lot of pressure for sure, so you have to be 100% sure that you want to apply early decision, or you have to be 100% sure that this is the college you want to go to. So just as long as the financials are in place, your contract will continue on and you will commit to that school if you apply early decision. And that deadline is November 15th. But say you do not want that commitment, you don't want that pressure quite yet, you can definitely apply early action or early action 2. It's pretty similar to the early decision deadline, but the only difference is that it's not a binding contract. The benefit to early action and early action 2 is that you know sooner rather than later, and it kind of gets some weight off your shoulders much sooner. And so early action 1 is December 1st, and then early action 2 is January 15th. And then say a college is still in the back of your head, but you're not quite interested, but you want to apply, you always have the option to apply regular decision, which is March 15th. So those are all for fall 2021. If you wish to start spring 2021, you definitely can, and you can still apply. Our application just opened the other day, and I'm assuming that it's the same for other schools. But yeah, regular decision for spring 2021 is due on December 1st. After these deadlines, you have other deadline information. This is for your free application for federal student aid or FAFSA. This is typically for domestic students, so you probably won't have to worry about this, but if you do need to fill out the FAFSA, keep in mind that application opens on October 1st, and if you need to find the code is usually listed in other deadline information. All right, so after that, we have application information. And so first things first, we have application fees. Application fee is different for every college. For Juniata, the application is completely free. So you do not have to pay anything to apply to Juniata. For other schools, it is different. So kind of keep that in mind as you are looking at schools. Keep in mind of the application fee, because some schools have application fees of $45, $50, $75, or even $100. So definitely look out for that application fee. And then next we have standardized test policies. So Juniata College is a test optional school. So when you take the SATs or ACTs, if you don't think that your test scores resonate with your academic profile well, you do not have to submit them at all. And that still counts you for a merit scholarship. But like I said, each school is different. So other schools might require SAT or ACT scores, and some schools might require them to kind of determine your merit scholarship. So like I said, kind of similar to application fees and other stuff, be mindful of the test policies, and you can definitely find this information on each college's website. And if not, definitely reach out to your admissions counselor to kind of find out what else or what is required or what are the policies to send in an application. After that, you have recommendations. Again, each school is different, but for Juniata, we require a school report, which is basically an overview of your behavior in school. We require a counselor recommendation, and then we also require a final report and one teacher evaluation. So once you have all those materials, you can send them in one by one, or you can send them in all together to this email listed right here. Like I said, each school is different, so definitely kind of search on the application or on the college's website to see what exactly you need in order to kind of complete these requirements. And so save school forms after matriculation, that basically means that your school forms, everything that you submit to complete your application, they will be saved once you enroll into the school. And it'll stay under your file until you graduate Juniata, or until you graduate whatever college or university you decide to go to. And then of course you have additional information to schedule a campus visit, schedule a virtual visit, learn more about Juniata by going to their website and checking out social media pages. And then at the bottom here, it'll tell you what else you need to do in terms of writing requirements. So like I said, Juniata only requires the CommonApp personal essay and related college questions. We do not require an additional essay. But like I keep saying, all colleges are different, so you might need to check this out to see if you are required to write an additional essay. So that's pretty much all the information you need to kind of apply to colleges. That's what all the information kind of means. So if you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be happy to schedule a Zoom call with you. Just send me an email at josint@juniata.edu, and I can kind of go through step by step with you exactly what you need and exactly what each item means in order to complete your application. So thank you guys for joining me today. Kind of like what I said in the other information session, as you continue on to your college search journey, I hope that I can work with you step by step through and through. So thank you for joining me. Have a good one. Bye.
Thank you so much, Teresa, for sharing all that information with us. And with that, I now invite Mr. Mitul Seth from Juniata to present his presentation on how to fill the college supplement.
Sure, sure. Thank you, Devesh. So I'll start with sharing my piece of information with where Theresa has left. Devesh, if you can give me a thumbs up whether you can see my screen.
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, so once you have the college that you want to apply to on your My College section, which is this, as you can see that Theresa had added Juniata College, and she briefed about the various information that is there popping up on your screen right now. There is this one particular section which is known as question. Now, as you are aware that Common Application asks you to fill two types of information. One is the information which is going to be common for the Common Application as such, and that is going to be sent across all the colleges that you're going to apply to. And the second type of information is something which is asked by the college specific that you are going to apply to. So in this case, because I want to apply to Juniata College requires certain specific information from you that you're going to share to the Common App. So the first set of questions, so there are total 5 categories of questions that is listed in the questions category. So the first one is general. The second section is the academics. The third section is the activities. The fourth section is the contacts. And the fifth section is the family. So we're going to briefly discuss about each section and what you need to fill in these kind of sections. So the first section is the general section. So in this, Juniata wants some general information from you, like what start term, what term you want to start, at Juniata. So typically, US colleges offer 2 kind of terms. One is fall and the second is springs. So the fall semester starts typically by around August, September, and the spring starts by around February, March. So in this case, I'm going to select fall 21. The second section, so second question in the first section is admission plan. So under what kind of category do I want to apply to? So as Theresa mentioned that early decision is a binding decision, early action is a non-binding decision, early action 2 and a regular decision. So you can select your kind of choice in this particular question. So I'm going to select regular decision, right? The next question is preferred residence during your first year. So, there are a lot of, students who have certain relatives in nearby the vicinity of the college campus, or, there are certain students who, do not have any relatives or anybody living nearby the college. So they would wish to stay on the campus. So in this, you can select on campus or off campus. But by large, US universities and colleges requires the freshmen or the first year students to mandatorily stay on campus. And also it makes sense because you're going to save a lot of time, commuting to the college in that sense. So I'm going to select campus, on campus. The next question is preferred testing plan. So this, as Theresa mentioned that we are a test optional college, or any college which is a test optional college, you've got 2 options, whether you want to submit your SAT score or not, SAT or ACT scores. So in either case, whatever you want to select, you can select it here. So I'm going to select I will not submit my SAT or ACT score. Also to mention that all the questions which have asterisk, red asterisk marks are mandatory questions which you have to opt, which you have to select. The next question is, do you intend to pursue need-based financial aid? Now, this is something that is very crucial and very important to many of the applicants. So if you want Juniata to consider you for a need-based or a financial-based, need-based financial aid, then you can type yes, or you can type no. Are you interested in study abroad opportunity? Now, this question is not an asterisk question, so you can leave the question. That's absolutely okay. The Common Application is not going to prompt you later that this question is not answered. But I would advise that you should really fill this question, So study abroad opportunity is basically an opportunity where you enroll to a college, and from that college, you enroll for a semester or a couple of semesters to another partner college in another country, college or a university. It's absolutely okay if you type a yes, and later if you decide not to, opt for a study abroad opportunity, that's absolutely fine. So this is basically to make the college understand that you are interested, and so that they will keep you posted about this kind of an information to you. Next, I click a continue to go to the next section of the questions asked, which will take me to the academic section. So what is your intended area of study at Juniata? List in the order of preferences. Now, I understand that there are a lot of students who, who just want to explore the academic area, who wants to explore the domains which are offered by the colleges. So Juniata typically wants to list down your preferences of the interest that you would want to explore at Juniata. So they would want to know your first preference. So I have these are the kind of courses which I get, which are offered by Juniata, and I can select my first option. So say, for example, if I want to select business, so I want to study business, but I also want to explore another area, right? So which is like, I want to explore economics along with business, right? So I can select economics as my second preference. Then what additional area of study you are interested in Juniata College? So apart from business and economics, if I want to study English, so I can type in English. Juniata offers 5th year master program opportunities. Would you be interested in pursuing any of these opportunities? So there are, a lot of courses which are integrated along with undergraduate and masters. So a lot of colleges will offer you this kind of an option, and you can select that option, right at the time of your applications for your undergraduate level. So in this particular case, Juniata offers an integrated course, and if you want to select a yes, you can select a yes. So please select the 5th year master's program opportunity that interests you. So again, this is just a question which is asked based on your interest. Now, you selecting any kind of a course here does not bind you to opt in for that particular course for your masters. You can change your masters, or you can alter your majors at your master level. That's completely okay. So with this, my second section is done, and I click continue, and that takes me to the activity section of Juniata. Now, apart from the activities that I had mentioned on the common application, Juniata also wants to know a bit more about that activity, or any activity that you want to share, or you want to communicate to Juniata specific application officers. So please briefly elaborate on one of your extracurricular activities or your work experience. So this question means that the college wants to know what kind of an experience did you had while doing or while pursuing that particular activity. So you can mention the kind of experiences that you had, or the kind of information that you would want Juniata to understand a bit in more detail in this particular section. So yeah, the detail that you would mention in here is should basically correspond to the activity that you would be mentioning out here. So Juniata, basically what activities at Juniata College interest you, list in the order of preferences. So yeah, so this is the activity which Juniata would offer you when you would be admitted in the Juniata College. So Juniata has around 100 plus organizations and clubs which you can choose from. So you can choose any kind of a club which kind of interests you right now. Again, this is non-binding. So say, for example, if I am interested in dance ensemble, I can select that, and I can select 5 more activities alongside this. So this will help Juniata to keep you informed related to these kind of an activities. So some applicants maintain an online presence that showcase their background, talents, or creativity. If you maintain such site, please feel free to enter the URL here. So this is a very important section. Again, it's not an asterisk mark section, but I would highly encourage students to mention any of your digital presence which you think can add value to your application. So say, for example, if I'm a blogger or if I have a YouTube channel that I regularly post videos on, I can mention that URL address here, or I can mention the URL address of my blog out here. So this will help the Juniata, admissions officers to understand what kind of, talent you display, or what kind of interest you are inclined towards. Yeah, so all of these information you can put in your activities section. If I click continue, this is going to take me to another section, which is known as the contact section. Now, have you previously applied to Juniata College? So Juniata College would want to know that, are you a previous applicant or not, or is this a fresh application for you? So I believe that for most of y'all guys, it will be a fresh application. And so the answer would be no, I have not applied previously to Juniata College. Have you learned, how have you learned about Juniata College? List in the order of influence. So this is a way which Juniata want to understand that who made or how did you come across Juniata College as your selection? And again, it is a very important information for the team at Juniata, because that is how they are going to understand that your area of influence. So, how or who did influence you for this particular kind of a decision. So whether, a career counselor did guide you to apply to Juniata College, or you have Juniata alumni who, kind of referred you for the college, or, friends talking about Juniata. So you can select either of it. Juniata also offers 10 different available options for, the kind of influence that you had for selecting Juniata College. So would you like to opt in for text messaging? Text messaging, so Juniata would want to understand that, whether would you be comfortable receiving some kind of a textual information on your mobile phones, or, other platforms. So it's an asterisk mark. So either you can select yes or a no. So if you select yes, Juniata will extract the information which is mentioned on your common application. I select continue, and it takes me to the last section of this particular question section out here. So this is the family section. So Juniata want to, get some information about your family. So have any of your relatives ever attended Juniata College? Because it will be important for Juniata to understand that whether, did anybody in your family have ever, graduated from Juniata or not. So typically the answer would be no, most of the times. Do you have acquaintances like a coach, friend, or friend of a family, school counselor, teacher that attended Juniata College? So if not your family members, then anybody whom you know have attended Juniata College. If your answer is yes, you will have to select who have attended that college. So the answer is none typically, and I continue. Right. So in a typical case scenario, if all the answers were filled in and it were filled in correct, you would have received a green check mark here. But because there are certain questions which I haven't answered in that particular section, this question section does not have a green tick mark. Then the next section is the recommenders or the FERPA section. So again, this particular information is something that you would fill in your common application section, common app section. So it is, so once this information is filled in the common application, it will be automatically reflected in this particular section. After I have answered all the questions, all the answers, in this question section, I will review my application pertaining to only Juniata College in this particular section. So I can review the entire application. And here I have Juniata College questions, which I can review. So out of the 5 sections, 4 sections have been completed, so it has a green check mark. Only the activity section is incomplete, and that is why it does not have a green check mark. So I know that if any information that I have missed. Yeah, so this basically sums up, the college supplement section, which is basically to add a college, to your application and give the college specific information in that particular section. Please share or ask any questions if you have. I'll be happy to answer you that.
So great. Thank you so much, Mitul, for sharing this presentation and for taking us through the process of how to fill the college supplement section. I have one question which asks about, is it okay to choose areas of study which are completely different from each other?
Absolutely. So we have had cases at Juniata where students have selected data science and psychology. So it's absolutely okay, to select two different or two completely contradicting majors or areas of interest for your application.
Great. There is one question which asks about need-based and need-blind scholarship. So that is something which maybe I'll also help you answer. So a need-based scholarship is something where the need of the student, the financial need of the student is taken into consideration while taking the acceptance decision. Whereas a need-blind policy does not consider a student's financial need or their financial standing while the admission decision is taken.
Yes.
Mitul, what are the pros and cons of choosing a fall or spring start?
Okay. So there is nothing like a pros and a cons for selecting any kind of a semester. It's absolutely okay for universities, to deliver the similar or the exact kind of, the academic quality that is there for either of the sections. But yeah, majorly, the kind of fall semesters that has, which is major, in terms of US applications. One of the pros is that most of the campus recruitments or most of the companies visiting the campus are, by large in the fall semester, because, the application, the quantity of the applications, the quantity of the enrollments are more in numbers for fall semesters. So obviously, most company would prefer to visit that particular campus in the fall area where they have large number of pools of the candidates which they can pick from. But having said that, if the network of any college is very strong enough, so even spring semester, enrolls will have an equal kind of an opportunity for an internship or for a campus placement. So, yeah.
Great. This is a very interesting question. Let's say a student, they got to know about Juniata through this presentation. So what should they mark in that particular, how did you get to know about Juniata? So
Okay, now that's an interesting question. So yeah, you can select webinar, or you can select guidance counselor, because the first point of contact is definitely Next Genius, Next
yeah.
Genius scholarship program. So yeah.
Great, perfect. This one is for Next Genius. Can Next Genius applicants apply early action? So yes, you can apply early action, but most Next Genius applicants apply early, regular decision when they apply to college. Mitul, we are almost towards the end of the presentation. Would you like to share a little more with us about Juniata College?
Absolutely. So as of now, I am going to share another screen. Just give me a sec.
Yeah.
Can you see a screen on your? Can you see the slide on your screen?
No, it's not shared right now.
Okay, just a sec. Can you now see?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, thank you, Devesh, again for giving me this opportunity to talk about Juniata College to this wonderful audience, and the set of students. So Juniata has a history of around 144 years, and so it was incepted in 1876, in the Pennsylvania state in Huntington town. It's a beautiful town, and it's a private liberal arts college, and which is formed by Brethren brothers, back in 1876. So it's a very it's a typically close knit college which has around 1,500 students on campus. So out of these 1,500 students, 10% of the students comprise of international community with representing around 39 different countries. So the college has a campus area of around 110 acres, beautiful campus, which is very close to nature, because Huntington is a very small district in that sense. So it has a population of around 25,000 odd people. Now, because of this small college setup, it has its own advantage. So Juniata typically encourages or kind of challenges the student to explore what is hidden, or what is something at times challenged by the students. So we have, strongly stood up with the kind of fundamentals on which the Juniata College was formed. So Juniata College is very much committed in giving the experiential learning experience to the students. So we just do not want students to, be academically, genius, but otherwise struggling. So Julieta kind of gives or focuses on having or giving a holistic development to any student. So 10:1 is the kind of faculty ratio that Juniata has always kind of maintained. So this faculty ratio gives an opportunity for the student to be more interactive with students, with the professors, and also the student feels very up and close with the professors all the time, because the class size is relatively very small, and also it gives an opportunity for the student to be very much communicative across the classroom. So average class size is around 19 to around 12 to around 20. So it varies depending upon the kind of course that you select. So I have tons of information, but I am going to hit on some basic informations which are key for Juniata. So Juniata offers around 100 plus courses, in different areas, not just in liberal arts, but we also offer courses in STEM areas, STEM areas, medicine areas. In fact, pre-med and psychology is one of our popular courses, for Juniata College. So having said that, what makes Juniata distinct from other liberal arts college is something that we call as POE. POE is the kind of program of emphasis. So this particular program of emphasis gives opportunity to the students to design their own curriculum. So as Devesh, or as somebody asked earlier, that what if the interest lies in two contradicting or two different extremes? So this is where Juniata, kind of gives an opportunity or a platform to the student to explore these two different, extremes, and not just two different extremes in a different way, but to club these two extremes and make their own curriculum. So Juniata gives a platform to every student to design their own curriculum. And as it is mentioned on this particular slide, 21% of the students choose to design their own curriculum. So this is something which every student can take advantage of to explore which areas that they are good at. Typically, any college or any university would provide, an academic advisor, which will help the student to, sail through the academics. But we want to add more value to the, learning experience of the student. So Juniata offers not just one, but two academic advisors throughout. So one advisor is going to be academic advisor, which is going to handhold you, or which is going to direct you in the area of academics, which POE, what curriculum, what kind of class schedules you should have. The second advisor, on the other hand, is going to be a non-academic advisor, which is going to handhold you, which is going to mentor you in the other areas of your, student life. Like, say, for example, soft skill training. Say, for example, if somebody is very shy or a reserve or is very, kind of limited to, certain limited number of people, this mentor is going to help, overcome this kind of a challenge. So overall, the student feels not just academically empowered, but also, empowered in the other areas which are equally important in the global scenario right now. So this is something which, Juniata adds great value. And trust me, I have interacted with alums of Juniata, which says that, because of this particular feature, their entire life or the entire experience have turned around. Having said that, Juniata, offers 100% first year student, in financial need. So Juniata strongly believes that, the value of education should not be compromised because of the affordability of, of it. So any student who cannot afford, a value education or a good education, Juniata comes ahead and, would extend any possible help to, those students to receive that kind of an education. So 100%. So Juniata has a record of offering, some kind of a financial assistance to every student who is applied to Juniata College. Apart from, financial assistance, Juniata also guarantees all the 4 years of housing experience, housing, guarantee. So 92% of the students live on campus. As I said earlier, that typically, first year or the freshman year students require to stay on the campus. Yeah, so we have around 20 different residential halls, varying from, twin sharing accommodations to around 8, people sharing the same accommodations. And we have the state-of-the-art facilities for housing, like, the laundry facility, the kitchenette, the Wi-Fi, the air conditioning, the heating, the closets, the writing table, the Wi-Fi's, everything. Right. 80% of the recent classes, sorry, yeah, so 80% of the recent classes have had one or more internships. So another strong point of Juniata is that Juniata gives a very strong internship opportunities to the students. So we have had students who have had multiple internship opportunities in one given year. So Juniata believes that, for, the student to have a real-time working experience in the global scenario, Juniata should empower every student with internship opportunities. And that is what Juniata is doing. 96% of the students graduate in 4 or fewer years. So again, this is one particular statistics which Juniata is very proud of, that 96% of the students, graduate beforehand. And that is something which is very great at Juniata. Juniata also is very strong in research opportunities. So a lot of Juniatans, before even completing the first year, they have got the opportunity to present themselves or to present their research papers on various platforms. A lot of, Juniatans get the opportunity to even assist the professors while they are studying. So this is something very, which is very great in giving the student the real life exposure to the, the professional world around. A lot of recognitions that Juniata have had and is continue to have, and that is one of the honorable mention is that we are listed as one of the 44 colleges which are nationally profiled in the colleges that change lives. So the ex-editor of New York Times has authored one book which is Colleges That Change Lives, 40 Colleges That Change Lives. Mm-hmm. So we are one amongst the colleges that actually change lives of the students. We have also been mentioned as one of the top 50 colleges that, that gives maximum value or the returns on investments. US News have ranked us 82nd as the best liberal arts college in the US. So this particular rank has been increasing. So last year we was 87th. This year we are 82nd. So yeah, so a lot of honorable mentions for Juniata College in this particular area. One last thing that I would want to share is the kind of internship opportunities that Juniata shares. On this slide, on this particular slide, you can see the kind of organizations that Juniatans have worked. So Juniatans have had the work experience at Google, Walt Disney, Mayo Clinic, NASA, and Juniata is more than happy to give platforms to the students ahead. Yeah.
Great.
So that's it. This is the kind of information that I would want to share it with you all guys as of now. But yes, I am open for any other information or any other question that you want to ask.
So thank you so much, Mitul, for sharing the information about Juniata College and for taking us through the college supplement section and to helping us fill the college supplement portion on CommonApp. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us on the call today and for staying with us. It's really late now here in India. It's 9:20 p.m. So thank you. Appreciate your time here on the call. Once again, thank you so much, Mitul, for your time. And we are looking forward to seeing all of you again tomorrow when we discuss about the next topics like how to write the college supplement essay, how to invite your recommenders, and how to submit your CommonApp. So again, thank you so much for joining in today. Take care. Good day. Good night.